Hello everyone, friends. You're watching Topaz channel again. This is Hub. And tonight it's already night outside. Amazing. But why? Because tonight we're going to do a test drive of the ZEEKR 9X. Why at night? Because in the morning there were so many people it was impossible to get through. There was a strict schedule. Everyone was going 2 or 4 people at a time. People were literally piling into the car in groups and going for a ride. Well, to be perfectly honest with you, I'm not quite sure. Here we are, driving the ZEEKR 9X. It's impossible to describe the feeling, you just have to experience it. To really convey what it's like, you have to feel it yourself, you have to take a drive, because there's just no way to express how pleasant and comfortable the ride is. The seating is very comfortable, there's a lot of space, it's roomy, not cramped at all. And now you know what we're going to do? We're going to measure the noise insulation right here so it's clear. Let's turn it on. We'll accelerate to 80. I think we'll do that very quickly. Let's check it. Let's be quiet and time it. Okay, we didn't make it. The light turned red. Let's slow down a bit. Let's slow down. Now we might actually get to start from a standstill here. Let's come to a stop. This isn't sport mode, it's just the regular driving mode. All right then, let's go. Wow, it really pushes you back. All right, let's go. Let's be quiet and watch. It's good at braking too. Beautiful. It stops like it's glued to the road. To say I'm enjoying the drive would be an understatement. Look, here it's a full-fledged one. A full projection displaying just about everything possible. A huge ARHD projection, rich, vibrant colors. The seating position in the car is very good, plus there's even an extension for the seat cushions. By the way, that's really convenient because your legs don't dangle. Pay attention, I turned on the left turn signal, you see the arrow, right? You can see it from the front. Here on the spread. While the turn signal is blinking, the arrow is blinking and glowing on the road. And now, look, we have a sports mode. Let's look at the screen, at the speedometer. Here is 0. Let's go. Well, honestly, what can I even say to that? It is absolutely soul-crushing. It's crushing. Whoa! Well, I'll say this. When the Denso started, it took off much faster. That's absolutely certain. Why? Because we already showed how it lifted off and took off. Here it's smoother, but still sport mode and push. But here we were driving only on the battery. We didn't connect the gasoline engine. We drove only on the battery. It pressed us into the seat nicely. The acceleration was also very pleasant, very noticeable. So if we tried to turn on the gasoline engine, well, there's no space here. And first of all, it's night. We came out at night. Why? Because in the morning there were a lot of people. And they put 2 people in each car and gave a maximum of 15 minutes. So we waited until evening, arranged to go out at night, and decided to head out after dark. By the way, we can show how that's going to look. By the way, we'll show how the lights work. We'll turn on different modes. Let's see how it looks. By the way, shooting at night has its own advantages too. So let's watch, enjoy, drive, and have fun. Oh, look at that. It even said something else to me. I haven't figured it out yet, didn't check, but it signaled something. Such a heavy ship, I think it would be hard to tip it over, even when taking a really sharp turn. It's just like a ship. There's a boat, and then there's a real steamboat. And in this one, the feeling is just like being on a steamboat. Now I'm accelerating, let's see how it handles the turn, shall we? It doesn't lean at all, look at that. It's absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. By the way, friends, in the Ultra and Hyper trims, there's side support for cornering. But for some reason, you don't really feel it much here. I don't know why, but they said that on this particular car, you just don't feel it that much. In the Max trim, this feature isn't available. Friends, pay attention. When we drive into a dark alley, you can see how the lighting turns on. On a narrow little road. Now let's demonstrate what the lights are capable of. Watch this. Let's keep going. Next up. Beyond what we have already discussed. Next. Look how realistic everything is, right? It's just like a real TV. Well, let's wrap things up. Maybe set off some fireworks, right? Look how great that is. All right, let's move on. Friends, let's talk about the suspension, of course. In the back, it's all standard, an independent multi-link, and in the front, double wishbones. It's all very simple, but here it's magical. Look, friends, in the event of a collision, as we've already mentioned, at a distance of 300 meters ahead, it can identify an object measuring 75 by 75 centimeters and either swerve or stop, brake. Furthermore, in the case of a side collision, if the car is moving, we'll actually insert a clip, yes, take a look, while driving. If the car determines that a side collision is unavoidable, meaning the artificial intelligence detects and sees this, the car automatically raises itself, it lifts up, so if something hits the side, it elevates to help protect the passengers from injury. But we'll insert a clip, take a look. This feature is available in the Hyper trim, but for the Ultra trim, you need to pay extra, if I'm not mistaken, about 22,000 yuan. And in the front, the car can avoid a collision. Even at speeds of up to 130 kilometers per hour, it can maneuver around two obstacles. So, for example, if there are two pedestrians or, say, two boxes or two rocks lying on the road, it will steer around both of them, even at a speed of 130 kilometers per hour. Of course, I couldn't resist taking a ride in the second row, since it's all about comfort and safety. I wanted to experience what it's like to be driven around. So, what else is special here? What's special is that, for example, if I want to turn on the multimedia or the climate control or the TV or anything else, everything is within easy reach. There's no need to lean forward. Even if I need to do it while sitting, I can easily reach it. It's like having a phone or a tablet right here. This is a display located in the center at the back. It allows you to control all the same functions as the driver. In other words, absolutely everything. You turn on whatever you need. You sit down, put it back in its place. You ride and relax. You can also extend the TV. By the way, we haven't done that yet. Let's do it now. Here, take a look. By the way, will my head get in the way when it comes out? Let's see. It won't. Let's move forward. Well, let me think about that for a moment, actually. I'll go ahead and try sitting in the back now. By the way, it's convenient to walk through here with my weight of 100 kilograms and height of 178. So, look here. I'm about to go through the third row now. It's fine. By the way, the seat height here is really high. I still have a bit of space here. Only my hand can fit through because I moved the seat almost all the way back. But I have a magic button where I can do this, look. There, I moved the seat forward. And now I have much more space. Let's raise the headrest. There we go. There's a lot of space in the back, and it's really comfortable. By the way, you could even say it's no different from riding in the second row. There's plenty of space. It doesn't feel cramped at all. The armrest is really well designed. It's not exactly recessed, but rather positioned so conveniently that you don't have to hold your arm up like this, so your shoulder isn't left hanging in the air. You sit here calmly, just like in a captain's chair. It's the same feeling. I wouldn't say it's worse. I wouldn't say it's better or more comfortable there either. Overall, it's convenient, comfortable, and nothing causes any discomfort. Not the seats, not the seat height, not the armrest. Everything is great. I like it here. So, I've ridden in the middle row behind the wheel and as a passenger in the third row. It's great, comfortable and nice. By the way, I have a sunroof here. It opens. Well, actually not a sunroof, a panoramic roof. The shade opens up. There you go. And there's even a little curtain. There. Just so you know I'm not lying, look, it's 1 o'clock at night. In Chinese, yes. In Beijing time, it's 1 in the morning. We just finished. So let's go take a look. And of course, we need to check how the door reacts to an impact. If there's some kind of obstacle like a post, a person, or another car. Quite a lot. If you step away, it opens further. But I'd also like to check how it closes. Let's try it on the rear door. If this door is in the process of closing right now, I wonder if it is actually going to hit me or if I will be able to stay clear of it. Let's check. Damn, I feel like hitting back. It hits, but then moves back. I'd hit back. Let's share our impressions of how it drove. How do you share your impressions? Describe your feelings, what we experienced, how we sat inside, how we drove. The comfort is top-notch, and the handling is the best among all the cars we've driven so far. Despite its size, and even though this isn't the top trim, by the way, it drives very well, very briskly. And I know the comments will start coming in, asking why it needs to accelerate to 105 or 3 seconds. These aren't sports cars, they're not sports vehicles. This is a luxury class car meant for driving and relaxing. So you don't need to race it, it's not a sports car. And despite its size, the car's dynamics are very good. You can really feel the handling and the driver has complete control over it. There's never a moment when the car behaves differently from what the driver intends. At least that's how I felt behind the wheel. It holds the road perfectly. We tried weaving and it doesn't get stuck or sway even though it's a huge boat of a car. As for safety, as we've mentioned, this car can be said to be at the very top among all vehicles in terms of safety. And now, after 7 p.m. today, we found out that there are 4 trim levels. So the lowest trim is Max, then comes Ultra, then Hyper, and there's another version also called Hyper, but it's completely black on black. Everything is black, even the letters are black, and so on. And I'll show you what the interior color looks like now. Take a look here. This is what sets it apart from the Hyper. It's still a Hyper, but between the regular Hyper and the black version, you'll get this kind of interior with these kinds of inserts. You see, right? Everything else will be the same. Now about the prices of this car. Yes, they've become a bit lower. I'll read them out because I haven't memorized them yet. There's just so much on my mind. So, the Max trim is 465,900. The Ultra trim is 485,900. The Hyper trim is 559,900. And the black trim is 599,900. These are the prices in China. You're welcome. If you want to order a car, as always, Topaz China Auto Hub is happy to help. The contact numbers are right here. Call or write to us. And there's also a representative in Russia. Thank you all. Goodbye. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like. See you. Friends, you can also visit our website chinaautohub.com where you can choose a car for yourself. By budget, by specifications. You can also choose a motorhome, modular homes, snowmobiles, jet skis, ATVs and buggies in the catalog section. You can also submit an application directly on our website. Friends, this morning we woke up after yesterday's test drives of the ZEEKR 9X and it was just like, boom. And we realized that we simply forgot half of what we wanted to show you. Why? Because there is just no way to convey how impressed we were by driving the ZEEKR 9X. We got in and everything we planned to talk about and show you, regeneration, suspension, everything, ground clearance, just completely slipped our minds. And now, this morning we got up, we've been driving all day, and our heads hurt from it so much. How could this happen? Well, that's just how strong the impressions from the drive were. We simply forgot everything. We were just driving and enjoying how it handled. We just wanted to feel it and keep driving. You feel so relaxed inside the car, you just kind of melt away. You get in the car and you just dissolve. Everything you wanted to say just completely slips your mind. That's it. I'm just overflowing with emotions. You can see, right, that I'm just exactly how I wanted to be. In the end, nothing really worked out. Well, we drove, yes, we showed what we have, who we are for now, that's just how it is. We sincerely apologize, we're terribly sorry, this won't happen again. We'll remember everything, we'll write it down on a piece of paper, even though you get in the car and just melt away, we'll still have a reminder. We'll do everything right, this won't happen again, so please forgive us, understand us, we'll be more attentive from now on. We promise this won't happen again. Thank you.